Well, it feels like it's been about a year and a half ago since USRC was last on the track at Homestead Miami Speedway. When it's all said and done, a new set of drivers, some new rules packages, and hopefully some new and good racing for you here for USRC as we return to Daytona International Speedway. Chris Scala in the booth. Hopefully you're having, I should say, a great Tuesday evening as we get ready for some great racing coming up here from the World Center of Racing very, very shortly. A very huge field, by far the biggest in USRC history. We are looking at some 38 cars about to start this race, it looks like. So this is going to be a wild one. Not sure if all of them are going to be here or not, but we will have to see what happens when we get ready to start this race coming up. But it's going to be definitely a good one coming up here in just a couple minutes. Stand by. We will get ready to go racing here in less than 2 minutes. All right, here we go from Daytona. USRC in the Truck Series about to go live for 70 laps. And 70% fuel. There is one reset now on the truck. So this is going to make some very interesting racing. And we've got a stacked, and when I say stacked, I mean the word stacked. We got that kind of field shaping up here for us this evening. So as we are on board there, Marcus Richardson, the champion from last season. And let's take a look at the starting lineup for tonight's race. Ariani going to start on the pole. I just literally let him in the league like a minute ago. He'll start on the pole, 48.90 second lap. Justin Gable will start second. Marcus Richardson and Aaron Davis on row 2. Corbin Hemstreet, Bobby Cheney, row 3. Cleverson Pereira and Justin Michael will start in row 4. Nick Northup, Tony Rizzuti, row 5. Trevor Valvorsky and Gary Moore will start row 6. Gary, the winner of the Monza Shootout last week, he got himself some 5 bonus points for later on this season. Jason Garrett, Corey Wharton, Darren Moyer, Tyler Sifford, David Fish, Richard Schwint, row 9. Row 10, Troy Downing, Brian Ray. Row 11, Maurice Cox and Ryan Sullivan. Doug Vanderturk and Nicholas Caressa will start in row 12. Randy Perdue, Jonathan Thomas, row 13. Dwayne Culberson, Brian Bateman in row number 14. Maverick McDonough, Timothy Movihill, I believe is how that's pronounced, will be row number 15. Kirk Quist, David Nannon, row 16. Row 17, Matt Moritz, Chance Crum, Bobby Zielinski, Jonathan Shipman in row 18. Daike Lee, that's actually the name there. It says Lee. I messed up on that. He'll be with Steve Dixon, row 18, and 39th and final driver on the grid, Andy Moore. 39 drivers, by far the biggest field we've ever had here at USRC, which, yes, it makes me nervous, but we'll have to see how this is all going to transpire. Yes, I'm nervous. I'm going to put that out there now. But that's only because I want to see some great racing happen here. All these cars on the track tonight. 70 laps, 70% fuel now in these trucks. No more of the 100% fuel. We had the full season, full distance, all that stuff last season. That is now out the window and bye-bye. We are now back to the old school USRC format that started a couple of seasons ago with the shorter race distances. And now the shorter fuel with these new trucks. So anybody else as excited as I am about this? Pops and I have worked hard to get this league going again. We had some turnout issues last season, and now we've built it back up, and let's hope we can keep it going now. A new season of United Sim Racing Championship. We are going green in Daytona. Let's do it. That inside line going to work. Ariani going to lead lap number 1. Marcus Richardson, Corbin Hemstreet up to 3rd. Cleverson, Pereira, Nick Northrup, your top 5 is everybody trying to work their way single file and get to adjusting to this new build. This is the first restrictor plate race with the new build in this setup, so we got to get used to this. People got to get used to pushing each other. That's what this is going to be all about. Everybody pretty much single file all the way back. One truck out of line there. Looks like the 33. There's Garrett going to jump out of line. He's going to try to make some moves. How's it looking out there, Matt? Just FYI. Just want to check. Great racing going on everywhere. Look back here. Everybody single file. We got a conveyor belt going here. Everybody is single file now. Bobby Chaney back here in the 24. Aaron Davis there in the 20. Last season's champion Marcus Richardson there in the 2nd spot. A lot of people running a, looks like an action figure hero paint scheme here this evening at Daytona. This is the way it should be. Everybody just single file, riding and being patient. The way I like it. Lap 3 in the books, out of 70. We have got some great racing shaping up for you this season. Some great schedules. Money going out to pretty much a finisher every race this season. Thank you, Darren Moore. One truck back there on the apron. Looked like the 15 of Maurice Cox. He was actually a little nervous tonight. Him and I were talking a little bit privately. He said, hey, you know, I'm not used to running these ovals. And I just told him, go out there and do your best. We're not going to judge people. Oh, speaking of contact, the 17 going spinning. Maverick McDonough back on the track, going to get Dixon. And no caution yet. As we got a new leader, Corbin Hemstreet going to the front. That happened towards the back of the field, so apparently no caution. I know the cautions are on. I made sure they were on. That makes me nervous now that I see that. You're going to see a glitch up for a second here, boys. I'm doing this on purpose. Matt, do me a favor. Go check on the race itself and the watch part and see if there's cautions. There should be on. I know I made sure they were on. I just warned you there was going to be a little lag. So look at this, some great racing up in front. I want to go back to the back of the field, though. This is where all the action is. Look back here where Chance Crum is. Jonathan Thomas in the 5, the 81 back here. Brian Bateman. As I mentioned, Wee Wee's back here. Maurice Cox back here. We complete 7 laps. That one incident, Steve Dixon going to come up here. A one truck in for the infield. Mavol Hill, the Eagles truck. He's trying to save it there. He's down the grass. Cautions are on, I'm being told. That's good. That made me nervous. Like I screwed that up. That would have been a great start. I'm not the most perfect person in the world, but we're going to continue on here under green. Let's see what happened to Timothy here real quickly. Reese Cox doing a nice job to avoid him. Down turn, off turn 4 here into the front. Oh, you see Timothy already loose right there. Could be in the middle of a 3 wide, and oh, looks like a little netcode or something with Cox there. They're going to go wrecking. And Mavoyo going to go back to pit road as Ariani's back to the lead. Apparently never lost the lead as I see 0 lead changes on the list, but got 3 separate packs, including some 3 wide racing back here. Look back here where the Hob is. Bobby Zielinski. Oh, one truck getting loose back there, the 28 Blue Moon truck. You know, like some Wilder racing in the back. These guys need to get single file quick or they're going to lose the pack. Not that he already have it. The second pack of trucks trying to get in the groove here. Some great racing going on throughout the field here. There's Richard Schwint following Fish. Good to see Fish on the track with us again. Again, guys, I'm trying to do the best I can with the whole stream thing because it's just having frame issues here and there, so just be aware of that. Doing the best I can. So we ride with Schwint, pushing to 43. You look up ahead, that first pack. One truck up in the wall up ahead there. Looks like it's Tyler Sifford maybe. Nope, it's not. Oh, it's a lap truck. Okay. Got a little nervous there being on board with the truck. Sifford there at the end of the pack behind Marcus and Ariani, who have led every lap so far. Ari's led all 10. In a 54 of Nick Northrop there pushing to 32. Of Trevor Vovorski, the Miller Lite truck there on the outside. Used to seeing Marcus in a Miller Lite truck, not this season. As caution is on the speedway, we got trouble. I'm looking for it. Somewhere on the track we have caution. I'm looking for a wreck. I don't see it. Caution number 1 on the speedway. Oh, thanks, Matt. That helps. Not sure where the wreck is, but we're going to find it. Looks like Jonathan Thomas has a little damage, so let's see if it's him, maybe. Oh, his looks like Thomas did have some issues. Let's see. Apparently we lost Jonathan. Okay, here's Jonathan. We're on board. Oh, him and a 21 come together. Bam! 76 going to get involved. David Nannon and the 76 of Caressel involved. There's the caution right there. Looks like a little bumper hook action. 75, Andy Moore involved. Unless here come the leaders to pit road. I've made some proper adjustments to adjust the stream. One truck going through pit road. Not sure who that was. Race off. Going to be Ariati. Going to get it. Richardson, Him Street, and everybody working their way off pit road. I'm going to do some adminning while I'm sitting here. Watch to make sure everybody goes off pit road right. Guys, the stream should be okay now. I just made some adjustment. One truck, oh, that was not good. Everybody doing a good job to enter on the back straightaway like they were asked. Chance Crum going to come to pit road. We should be okay now, Matt. I took off the ticker on my screen, so hopefully that'll take away some of the whack out that we're having here. So for people like Bait One, hopefully your issues will be fixed. So the 49 going to get a wave around. It looks like he'll get back on the lead lap. The leader, the 33 there, Tony Rizzuti. And now Ariati will pick up the lead. So Adi going to continue leading all the laps here so far this evening. Corbin Him Street there in the third position. You got the 8 truck, and here's the bad part is I got to look and see who's who now. Dwayne Culberson there in fourth, in the 5th place truck, the 32 of Trevor Poborski. So you're going to have these issues sometimes when you're streaming. We're getting them figured out, and I do appreciate Matt Simpson helping me out with all this stuff that's been going on. We've been trying to get the issues fixed and everything, and we're going to keep adjusting until this thing is perfect, and eventually it will be perfect. That's a promise. Let's talk about a little bit of the schedule coming up here. I'm trying to make some adjustments and it's not working. There we go. Upcoming schedule coming up here for United Sim Racing Championship. Some great races on the way. This coming Thursday, we kick off the B-Car Series, the JTT or Xfinity Series presented by JTT. That name's changed a little bit for the season. That race is going to be at Daytona. You'll be on board with me running in that race coming up here on Thursday. We'll have that race coming up for you. Apparently that's not going to work either, so you're going to see me bringing up the screen a lot, boys, as I have to figure out who's who. So I was able to use my ticker to figure out who was who, and go off which driver's a which, but unfortunately tonight I'm going to have to go without it. So I'm just going to have to guess on who's who and go from there. So unfortunate deal there, but that's the way it goes here at Daytona. So, but the B car, the Xfinity Series presented by JTT, going live 7 o'clock Thursday night. I'll be on board practicing my number 8 car and going to bring the chicken car out. That should be a lot of fun. So we'll have to see you join us on the stream and watch. Then we'll be back on Friday for Extreme Motorsports 99, their Xfinity Series, wrapping up their season at Charlotte coming up Friday night. So a lot of great racing to go. As we'll get ready for a restart with Ariotti in the lead. So as we come off of turn 4, boys, if you're new to the stream, here's what you do. Turn your volume up as loud as you can. Boys are going wide open. Yeah, I love that. Marcus Richardson leading now as he got the outside lane and moved down in front of Ariotti. They have been working together a whole entire time. Corbin Hemstreet to third. As everybody up front against single file, just kind of riding, biding their time as trucks scatter back there towards the back. And caution on the speedway for a second time. And 83 at Chance Crum, 17. Dixon's involved again. Troy Dixon involved, or Troy Downing, I should say. And the 17 of Maverick McDonough. Let's go back here and see what happened. Oh, we got Hookage, 72 and the 83 coming together. Andy Moore going to get a piece of it. See it up ahead here. Bam. Chance is going to get hooked and unfortunately spun around. Not a good night for the 83 so far. Chance usually running up front. A second caution coming out here at lap 18. Look back here, you'll see it again. Ow. So second caution out. Lap number 19. likely see some more pit stops here. Again, with the 70% fuel, who comes in? Marcus comes in. Ariati will pit. Corbin Hemstreet going to stay out. Nick Northrup going to come in to 53 in. That's Gary Moore, the winner from Monza. Looks like the majority of the field is going to pit here. Marcus could easily win the race off pit road, followed by the 54 of Northup, Ariati, and Gary Moore. So you see all the trucks. As Maverick McDonough going to go behind the wall. Everybody trying to get their trucks fixed, and the new leader, Corbin Hemstreet. The Boomtown Sim Racer. Steve, why don't you go back in there and help with the adminning since you're out of the race, bud? I mean, sorry to hear about what happened. Go back in there and help out adminning if you could, please. Have Richard hook you up. Or I can when you get in there, one of the two. That'll help me out a ton. So as again, I get acclimated to some of these new names. Corbin Hemstreet. Trevor Vavorsky is in second. Jason Garrett to third. Cleverson Pereira in fourth. Jonathan Shipman going to be fifth. Then Marcus will be sixth. Nick Northup seventh. Ariati, Gary Moore, Justin Gable. And then there's David Fish. So some of these trucks I still do recognize, but some I don't. That's the ones I got to remember. Let me talk with the admins real quick. Yeah, if you guys want to, you can do whatever you want to do.
Anybody?
Hey, admins, just FYI, I made Steve an admin since he is out of the race, so if you want to have him make calls and stuff like that too, feel free to.
That would be great if you could. That way I can focus on my race.
No, that if we use
You're doing a great job, Rich. Keep it up, bud.
for engines, or if we just leave it as is.
You can actually ask,
So yeah, we were going to have Pops helping us out throughout the races as an admin too, as long as and him racing. But unfortunately, you know, life's got to come first, as you know. And Pops had to step away and start working at night. So pretty much most of the stuff is, you know, me with the help of the admin. So if you see me doing some admin stuff, that's normally different from what I do when I'm broadcasting. Normally I'm able to let them focus and the racers just race. But I got to help run things a little bit too. So. Yeah, they should have to make at least one more stop. 70% fuel. I'm looking at about 30 laps, 25 to 30 laps on a tank. So it should be very interesting how everything could transpire here in the next little bit. As we are one lap to green, you're going to notice the cautions are a little off now because when I had to reset everything, it resets the cautions. But the lead changes are accurate. 2 lead changes so far. It's been quite a quiet race for the most part up front. The wildness has been in the back. with some of the cars back there. Pace car going to pull off lap number 22. We'll go back to green. Pace car is off, back to racing. United Sim Racing Championship Truck Series, first race of the season. Get ourselves back on the green flag rhythm here, especially towards the back where everybody's been kind of wild. Usually the wildness is up front. It's been tame in the front, wild in the back. Man, it sounds like a mullet where I come from. Look up front, the 32. Gonna go to the front. For now. Got a little help from his friends. Jonathan Shipman going to push Trevor Vavorsky to the lead. Jason Garrett coming out of pit road here, so not sure if he had a penalty or something happened. They're going to go by the lap truck in the 73 there. Jason Garrett running up front just a little bit ago. Now, unfortunately, struggling a little bit. We look over on board Justin Gable. Look how rattled he looks there, boys. Looking rattled. And for it. David Fish there in that 43. He's got the Monza shootout winner. Gary Moore there behind him in a 53. That's single file there, mid-pack. And then you got this second pack of trucks back here. Richard Schwinn in here. Darren Moyer, Aaron Davis, Bobby Cheney. A great drivers so far, doing a great job here, and only the two cautions so far this evening. Most of them happening in the back, everybody else. Brian Ray there to Coca-Cola 27. You got the '76 Pepsi truck driven by Nick Caressel as they are starting to get a little wild up front. Let's move up there. Ariani with that outside line. Marcus Richardson getting a little push. He's going to get Fish up there with him. This has been the test of the new build. Can anyone pass anybody? There's Darren Moyer leading the main pack back here. He just sits there wide open. All he can do is watch that front pack up ahead. That second pack with Brian Bateman back there, Randy Perdue, Maurice Cox back there still on the lead lap. Lots of trucks still on this lead lap. And as they always say, restrictor plate racing, if you're on the lead lap, you have a chance to win. Oh, they're catching the back of that pack. Jonathan Shipman continuing to push that 32 up front. Marcus Richardson on that outside. Ariani giving him a good push. You got Northrop back here in this picture also. The 9 making his debut tonight. These trucks are out of the race. Some of the trucks who are on pit road still getting their damage fixed. If you're a newcomer to the stream, hit that follow button. Hopefully you're enjoying what you're seeing on the track. Hopefully you're enjoying the broadcast. A lot of this goes on throughout the week on For Racers Only TV. We're all about racing. And that's what we do, is broadcast these races for you as much as live as possible. Leagues like Sim Racing Authority and Extreme Motorsports 99. And of course here, USRC. United Sim Racing Championship. You can go to usrconline.com. Trouble Cheney! Oh boy, he's gone in the crowd. Bobby Cheney might be dead. He did land back on the track, which is great news. Look at this. He gone. Yeah, the A-truck. Oh, the A-truck tried to get behind him and just hooked him. Oh my gosh. Incoming. That's going to leave a mark. Who else going to be involved? The 21 involved. I'm going to have to check on the condition of Bobby Cheney. The A-truck also involved. Looks like only 3 trucks will be involved in this wreck. Yeah, the H just hooks Cheney. Everybody else does a great job avoiding. I'm just going to say thankfully they're clearing out that backstretch grandstand. I'm just going to put that out there now. There's only one thing left to do here, boys. Let's ride with Cheney. Shall we call that a rail slide, maybe, if we talk skateboard terms? Did a rail slide on the fence back down? And like Dale, he drives away. Here we go, pit stops. And nice race off pit road. Normally I can tell you who wins the race off pit road off of my numbers, but unfortunately I've had to get rid of all that stuff because of graphics. But Ariani going to win a race off pit road, followed by Vavorsky, Marcus Richardson, Justin Gable. There's Gary Moore, Nick Northrop, Tyler Sifford, Cleverson, Pereira. All these trucks. Oh boy. An EOL penalty going to the 28. As I said, I got to admin just a little bit while I'm racing, so just make sure everybody else is entering on the back straightaway. So let's get this opportunity. I know he's in the channel with us here. I'm going to pull him down here with us. Bobby Cheney, Chris Scally in the booth. Got a copy? We give him a second here to open his mic up. I know he can hear me. Bobby Cheney, got a copy? Try to jump over into the race and talk to him real quick here.
But
Bobby Cheney, Chris Scally, get a copy?
Yeah.
Well, very interesting 540 rail slide there on the fence. Just want to make sure you're alive.
Yeah, I got dead hooked and I died. I didn't see anything but black sky, and that was it. I'm just running along. Next thing you know, I got hooked. So yeah.
Talk about the racing out there. How crazy has it been so far?
It's not bad. It's just really hard to. So far, I figured out it's really hard to move anywhere. I mean, you pretty much got to hold the bottom and just take the runs and you can get them. But you definitely going to need a little help for sure. But other than that, I'm just trying to get to the end. But they're trying to kill me, Chris.
That'll happen sometimes. That'll happen. So, hey, good luck the rest of the way.
Yep, thanks, man.
Bobby Cheney, first ever champion, by the way, in the Truck Series from United Sim Racing Championship there. And unfortunately, the first one to perish this season, it appears. Corbin Hemstreet up in the front right now. We should get one to go this time by. 36 laps to go in our third caution, I believe. I've lost count because of all the issues I've been trying to put up with here in the stream. Appreciate all the viewers who have joined us this evening. Give a shout out while we quickly can here. Got a lot of viewers here tonight. Appreciate that. All the new guys here watching. Appreciate you guys joining us. Make sure you hit that follow button down below. A lot of great racing to go here throughout the week, as always, with the United Sim Racing Championship and with our friends over at Sim Racing Authority and our friends over at Extreme Motorsports 99. A lot of great racing to go here throughout the week. Make sure you do come and join us. As I mentioned, Corbin Hemstreet, Corey Wharton, we haven't mentioned his name all night. He's going to restart second. Randy Perdue, haven't mentioned his name. He'll restart third. Ryan Sullivan, Ariati, your top five. We're going to have Trevor Vovorski. He'll start on the outside in six. Marcus Gable, Gary Moore, Nick Northrup, Tyler Sifford there in that North Carolina Tar Heel truck. He'll start 11th, along with Cleverson Pereira, Justin Michael, Jonathan Shipman, Aaron Davis, David Fish, Zielinski back there, and Zielinski in that Red Bull number 1. I got to adjust to that. I'm used to seeing a number 5 with Zielinski. All right, pace car going to pull off again. And back to racing, 35 laps to go. We're at halfway right now. One truck up in the wall. Some issues up here. Oh, we got trouble in the back. Something just broke out back here. '28 of Kurt Quist involved. Let's see what happens. As he's been given an EOL for something. Happens up with Maurice Cox, and everybody just goes in. Let's see, it's going to happen up here at the 15 and the 48. Wow, that has everything with maybe a black screen. Yeah, exactly. You look down here, receive throughput. So that had all the lookings of a black screen happening right there. Something. Just watch, he goes straight. That is, I mean, that's something you can't blame anybody for. Watch this. That's just a tough break. You can't do anything about that, but Corey Wharton going to be the leaders. We got more pit stops happening. Street on pit road now, so he'll pit probably for the final time. We not get cautions anymore. Tony Rizzuti on pit road. You got Superman back on pit road. Jason Garrett, Brian Ray, Troy Downing, Maurice Cox, all those guys on pit road. Blame the Starbucks Wi-Fi. That might be the line of the day right there. Here, talk with the admins real quick. Well, boys, looks like we had our first internet crashing wreck of the season.
What do you mean, Chris?
That wreck there was looked like the man's screen went black or internet went out or something. He went straight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he fell through afterwards. So, but no, great job. I know it's been tough. You guys are doing great. We'll get one to go. Nope, still looks like two to go this time by as the cars pace around. And this is the fifth caution. Talk about our upcoming schedule this week. As I mentioned, Thursday night, USRC Xfinity Series presented by JTT. That'll be Thursday night, 7 o'clock. We'll go live for that. I'll be racing in that run with the guys, but you can still watch the stream here. We'll broadcast that race on Friday later on in the week. And speaking of Friday, Extreme Motorsports 99 at Charlotte, the Custom Vapes 150, the makeup race from a few weeks ago. We'll have that for you Friday night, 8:30. Saturday, we'll have the early bird race that I'll be racing in, and, of course, NIS action. And then that'll lead us into Sunday for Sim Racing Authority from Texas. All this racing and more here on Racers Only TV. So, and some other great things in the works, too. So, but if you're just joining us, Marcus Richardson, of course, last season's champion. He has been running up in the top 5 most of the race. He's done a good job this evening looking to back up that championship. And I do want to send a shout out to Rick Donathan, the the owner of Extreme Motorsports. He is the one creating the plaques for Marcus this season. He will have his own plaque sent to him this season, and the same for all the champions coming up this season. Also, finishers tonight will get, somebody will get a $5 bonus coming up here in just a little bit from Darren Moyer. Darren doing what he did a couple of seasons ago. As you know, last year he did the six-pack challenge. A couple years ago we did $5 bonuses every race for a finisher, and that's what he's doing again tonight. All you have to do is finish, and you have a chance. One lap to green here, 32 laps to go still. We got some wild racing to go. And hopefully nobody else will have internet issues. Next race on the truck schedule next Tuesday night at Iowa. We'll have that race for you live about 7:30 or so again Tuesday night from the Iowa Speedway. Should be a pretty fun, hard-running race. After that, we go to Atlanta, Martinsville, and Indy. So definitely a lot of great racing to go. Some short track racing, some bigger track racing, and 13 race schedule. 3 drops incorporated into the schedule, so only 10 of your 13 races count. Of course, we try to be very forgiving for those who are having to miss races like myself. You know, obviously with the radio schedule I have, sometimes I can't make them all. So that's just the way it goes. Anyways, here we go. Going to go back to racing. 31 laps to go. And a good jump by Wharton on the outside, or on the inside. Randy Moore going to be stuck up on that high side. Still got plenty of time in this race. No need to rush it or push your way up there. Everybody can just be patient, give each other room. You have a chance. Look at Randy Perdue on the outside being pushed by Marcus Richardson. Randy going to lead a lap. Got a slow truck exit in the pits. Hopefully he'll stay on the apron and let these guys fly by. It's a 28 of Kurt Quist. Oh, this ought to be interesting. He does pull to the apron. Smart move. Hopefully now he slows down and lets everybody by. And he will do that. Very smart move on his part. How many times have we seen it in a race where somebody's up to the track? I'm going to go. Cheney switching lanes mid-pack. And now Marcus Richardson back to the front with Ariati. Ooh, one truck way out of line to 9 off the pace. Cleverson Pereira, not sure. He was having a great run in his debut tonight. Oh, fish up in the wall. Fish going to fall back a little bit. Now Cheney going to go to the outside. He's got Zielinski with him. The Bobby's hooking up. And Nick Carresso back there, that 76 Pepsi truck. See all the single finalists right there, and then back here, the first double file battle. Can't tell who that looks like. Darren Moyer maybe on the outside there, that blue truck. It is the 21 actually. Garrett back on the lead lap, 21 of David Nannon making his debut tonight. So. 26 laps to go from Daytona. Ooh, 96. Oh, whoa! That did not go well at all. Dixon was coming out of pit road and just got railroaded. The 96 made a move. Why he went to the apron, I don't know. I can't find this deal. This is interesting. Doug Vanderturk goes to make a move and just doesn't realize there's a slow car. Dixon, oh boy. Zielinski involved. Carresso gets clobbered. When it's not your night, Dixon, it's not your night, my friend. Holy cow. That's something I've never seen before. Watch this again. Oh boy. Jason Garrett involved, Brian Ray involved. There's a reason why the yellow lines are there. I'm just going to put it like that. Corbin Hemstreet doing a great job avoiding it. Dixon, go back to the vodka, buddy. That sucks. Now, leader's going to come to pit road. This will put him in the fuel window, no problem. One truck going to stay out. Wee Wee is. Hey, he was just an innocent bystander. Oh, somebody's killing some crew member back here. Corey Wharton. Ari and Marcus going to go out together. Yeah, for those who are just joining us, we welcome you into the United Sim Racing Championship here, race number 1 of the new truck season. For those who don't know, obviously a lot of the drivers here have never run together. That's the one thing. We've got a lot of new drivers with the recruiting, so it's going to take some time for them to get used to each other. Some of these drivers have run with each other and have done a great job, but every once in a while you're going to have little things like that happen. Time will work your way through that till you're comfortable. But yeah, Steve Dixon, unfortunately, you could say Dixon got LePaged and he didn't even go on the track. Let's talk with our leader, Mr. Wee Wee, Jonathan Shipman, if I could find him. There he is. Jonathan Shipman, Chris Scallon, booth, get a copy?
Yes, sir.
Jonathan, 23 to go. We've had some interesting wrecks this evening. We've had not Netco. We've had internets go bad. We've had cars coming off a pit road get clobbered. We've had it all this evening in the night of first at Daytona. Talk about the racing you've been a part of and what's going on so far.
Well, me and Chance Crum started in the back, so we were working together up through the field. We got to about, I don't know, 28th, 27th or so, and then that first caution came out. And then everybody checked up, and my partner ran me and wrecked me under pacing. And, because he didn't see everybody else check out, so he hit me. So that went both of our reset, our first reset. And then we were going to go back through the field again. And then he got either net code or bumper hooked or something in the inside wall. So that ended his race. Overall, it's going pretty good. I don't plan on pitting anymore, so hopefully I can stay up here and see what happens.
We'll save some fuel, and maybe we will see you in Victory Lane coming up here in about 21 laps. Get ready and put those seatbelts on tighter, huh?
10-4, thank you, Chris.
Wee Wee, Jonathan Shipman, they're running in the lead as we're ready for the restart coming up here with 21 laps to go. Who's your pick, guys? Who's going to win it? 19 and 2 have looked strong. 69 has looked good tonight. A lot of guys here. Northrop, Aaron Davis up there in the front. Could be anybody here going to Victory Lane in just a few laps. That's the way Daytona is. Marcus, not only the winningest driver over at Sim Racing Authority, but the winningest driver here at USRC. So here we go. One last time for you guys. We're going to do it again tonight for you. Turn the streams up. Do everything you have to do. Piss off your neighbor. I don't care. Wide open. Marcus in the wall. Here we go. Ariani wrecking. Whoa, what? Wow. No. Randy Purdue. Holy cow. How did that all break out? to happen. Oh, Wee Wee gets up into Marcus. And wow, Randy was flying. One truck through the grass a lot. Schwint's involved. Cheney's going through the grass. 32's involved. The 81 in it. Who else is in this? Then you see Marcus. Holy moly. You see the contact. Yeah, Richard gets tagged trying to check up into Marcus. Northrop goes flipping. Ryan Ray's in it. That's, I think we have no choice but to do this one. Hope you're not squeamish or anything. No, they just took care of it. Wow. I have nothing else to say to that one. Craziness here at Daytona. I'm not sure what happened to Cheney deal. I saw Richard cleared it. Something there was a mistake there made or something. I'm not sure. I'm glad he got it worked out. Well, this just became an interesting race now with the two trucks who are probably the fastest and working the best together. One of them including the champion Marcus Richardson, going to be out back, if not. There he is right there. He's got a reset used. Him and Airy are going to restart 18th and 19th. But do they have enough time to get back to the front? Randy Purdue, he's got his reset used now. Impressed with the number of trucks who are finished this race or working on finishing this race. Double up and go back to racing here. 15 laps to go. We'll have to keep an eye on the 19 and the 2. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it, so I'm not sure what we're going to see with dirt racing, how great that would be, but I have a weird feeling that might be a little ways away, unfortunately. Well, one dead man's wreck is one dead man's advantage. Look who's 7th right now. The man who was rail sliding the backstretch fence a little bit ago, Bobby Cheney. Going to start 4th on the inside row there. Corbin Hemstreet looking for his first win. Jonathan Shipman. You got Justin Gable there in the 13. You got Gary Moore, the Monza shootout winner, 4th. Aaron Davis there in the 5th position here. I mentioned Marcus Richards in the 15th position, I believe. You see him right back there with Richard Schwint and Ariati. So we'll see how this works out. Pace car is off. Back to racing here. And Richard Schwint coming to pit road. Bateman taking his truck behind the wall. Look at Marcus making moves back there in the back. Hemstreet going to lead, 14 to go. Richard Schwint coming off pit road after, I'm guessing, a penalty or something. Not sure what happened to him. Assuming that's a penalty, but he's running up the speed here as everybody's switching, trying to work with each other. Rewind up the middle goes. Let's see, that was the double, is that the 87? Look at the 2. Marcus Richardson pushing Corey Warner to the front back. Going to be 12 laps to go. This time by Hemstreet up front. Wee might jump out of line. He's thinking about it. There he goes. Tries to block a little late. What a move by everybody to check up. That could have been bad. $11 to go. Point 1 going for the lead. Sucker roll back here. Second pack trying to get it together as we got 4 trucks separating themselves up front here. Corey Wharton going to clear his way to the lead. One truck out of control back there. It's Thomas. He's able to save it. But the 38 to the front. Question, can anybody get up there and compete with these two? When is the right time to tango up? Now here's the thing, the 69 might be in a bad spot because Gable likely will go with Marcus if Marcus makes a move. Outside line, I believe it's Nick Northup. No, it's a 32 back there, outside. Oh, almost some contact back there. Gary Moore jumping out of the line, gonna go outside of Wee Wee. He's all by himself though, nobody to help him. Justin Michael truck. 7 to go. Wee trying to make a move out of Coming up on the race, we'll talk about top 5. We'll get our $5 winner. More. 6 laps to go. Yeah, you most likely need a wheel for this. Yeah, I mean, you could use a keyboard, but you're going to get the most out of it out of the wheel. Corey Wharton looking for his first career win. Simpson Championship as he comes to 5 to go. If a caution comes out from here, this race is likely over. Truck out of line. It's Michael Slow truck on the apron. Well, he's going slow. Hopefully he can get off the track and get covered by somebody. One truck leaving pit road damage. That's the 72. Henstreet trying to make a move outside. Couldn't do it. Coming up on a slow truck on the outside. 73. I'm going to start pushing Michael to the outside. Look at the run by Gable and Him Street. Nick Caressel into the picture. The 76 been involved in some incidents. He's back. David Fish here. Darren Moyer coming. Two to go. Able to get that car gassed up or whatever was wrong. 87 trying to get that run. Marcus trying to help the 38. They're going to be coming to the white flag next time by. Final lap at Daytona. Here we go. Darren Moyer's out of gas back there into 3. Northrop pulls to the bottom. Gable to the outside of Caressel. Marcus making the push at a 38. Is he going to make a move? Here he goes outside. He's going to push in the victory lane. Corey Wharton wins at Daytona. First career win for the 38. Great way to finish this first race of the season. I know the setup is not the best thing in the world for this track because of the way the build is, but he did everything he could with it. How about Marcus? Could have easily pulled out and tried to win that race, instead pushed the 38 to victory lane. Our final results: Wharton wins it, Marcus Richardson, Justin Gable, Nick Caressel, and Justin Michael, your top 5. Him Street Fish. Tyler Sifford with an 8th. Trevor Vovorski 9th. Bobby Cheney 10th. Zielinski, Shipman, Rizzuti, Moyer, Gary Moore, Jonathan Thomas, and Dwayne Culberson, your top 17, with Northrop, Schwint, and Ariani going to get a 20th. Purdue. Mobile Hill, I believe is how it said. I got to learn how to say that name. Garrett Moore, Davis, Sullivan, Bateman, Moritz, Ray, Kurt Quist, Maurice Cox, Doug Vanderturk, David Nannon, Cleverson Pereira, he had a good run earlier, Troy Downing, Chance Crum, McDonough, and Dixon going to get last on the field, unfortunately, here, as we're going to get our top 5 drivers and bring them down, as Corey's going to do his Kurt Busch impersonation here. As we'll start with our 5th place runner, Justin Michael. Chris Callen booth, get a copy.
Yes, sir, I do.
Justin, great run for you in your debut in the 87. A 5th place run for you. Talk about those last few laps and how tough was it out there?
Oh, it was crazy. The draft package still terrible, but the 54 truck was definitely my friend there at the end and got me up to I think I finished 5th or so, but I was around 12th with 10 laps to go, so he definitely helped me tremendously.
Well, great job on your effort this evening, and talk about your experience. I know we had a few cautions tonight, some incidents, and a lot of people not racing with each other yet until tonight. So talk about your experience out there and what do you look forward to for the season?
I didn't really have a problem with anybody. I didn't see a lot of wrecks, on my end, except that one going into the tri-oval, and I mean, other than that, everybody's pretty clean that I was around. They had some friends, I had no friends, so it's kind of tough for the first race.
Well, great job this evening, and you can feel free to send a shout out whoever you like to.
Yeah, definitely. I thank my sponsor, AR15.com, and everybody had a good show.
We enjoyed it, Justin. We appreciate you coming out here this evening, and we'll see you either Thursday or Tuesday of next week.
Thanks, sir.
Justin Michael, a 5th place run for him, and we'll go get our 4th place finisher, Mr. Caressel. If I can find him here. Where is... There he is, Casserole, as we know him as. Nick Caressel, Chris Scala in the booth, get a copy.
10-4.
Nick, great run for you. I know you were involved in about every incident possible in the back, and you worked your way to the front. You didn't get involved in any incidents, and a 4th place run for you.
Yeah, got to thank Fish for that one. Got on the restart there on the last restart and pushed him. He had front end damage, but it allowed me to stay connected to him. We got up to the front, but I just got too hot, had to pull out. Made a few people go to the outside and might have dumped them, but we got up there.
Well, and yeah, that's what I was going to bring up next, is you got with Gable there as you came to the final lap on the back straightaway there. Talk about, was that a strategic move there, or was it just find who you can get and get with them?
It was just get what you can get. I was planning on having Fish behind me, but it looked like the guy that was pushing him blew up, and yeah, it was YOLO from there. Just get whoever you can get with and get a good finish.
And for 9:02 p.m., boys, we got the first YOLO of the season. Nick, congratulations on your 3rd, and send a shout out whoever you like to.
Shout out to you guys. That was a great race. Fun driving once we got it cleared up there. But yeah, to all the SRA guys for hanging in there. Teamed with a lot of those guys tonight, so good finish.
Well, great job to you, Nick, and congratulations on your 4th place run. We'll see you soon.
Yep.
Nick Caressel there, a 4th place run for the Casserole. Let's get Justin Gable down here. 3rd place run for him. Justin, Chris Scala, get a copy?
Yeah.
Justin, great run for you. You ran up there towards the front most of the race. You had a chance to win, had to make some moves there to get the 3rd place run. Talk about the racing.
It was fun. I did enjoy racing around people that was the first restrictor plate race, so the 69, he said he had no idea what he's doing. That's okay. I was telling him tap the brake. A little mean to him. But, I was with him, and I was with him with the end, and then he couldn't stay with me, so Nick ended up giving me a push at the end.
Did you say the 69 said it was his first restrictor plate race?
It was his first draft. With the aero package. Okay. Yeah, he didn't know what he was doing.
I don't think a bunch of us knew what we were doing, but still a great run, a great race for what was given to us. 12 lead changes on the race, but a good solid run, a good start to the season for you.
Yeah, that was good. I'll take my 3rd and go home. I got Northrop out of my way, though.
I guess it's Northrop's turn to get beaten up instead of me now, huh?
Well, we were going at it all race. Like, you want to go? And then he kind of threw a little block coming off 4, and I was like, you want to go? And he's like, yeah. So I doored him twice.
Nice. Well, congratulations on your 3rd, and send a shout out whoever you like to.
Taylor Swift, obviously, and you for getting your stream fixed. Thank God.
Hey, I'm working on it, okay? Patience, my friend.
Thank God you got it fixed.
Patience. I'm like a Canadian football team. It takes time.
Oh, and sick paint by Marcus that he told me about, or I found, because we're sick.
Nice job. And Justin Gable finishing 3rd. Let's get our runner-up finish. Sure, the champion Marcus Richardson winning the championship last year and backing it up with a 2nd place run. And Marcus, I know this is one of the more question builds that we've had recently, but you made the move and pushed Corey to victory lane. Is there anything you could have done?
Go high.
Well, talk about the racing. I know you and Ari were teaming up pretty well up there in the front, running a bunch of laps, and talk about the racing out there.
I thought the racing was pretty good. I like the draft model. I think you can pass pretty easily, but that's me personally. But I think Ari, for the beginning of the race, he was my partner, and we were working pretty well together. And then we just got caught up in that accident, and then he got trapped a lap down, and luckily I was able to just at least get to my pit stall and just take the drop to end for entering closed pit. And somehow I went from last to basically first there at the end, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, great job on your end and a great start to the season. And you can send a shout out whoever you'd like to.
All right, first I got to give a shout out for you putting this on. It was a great turnout for your first race for the season, and a lot of hard work by you. You and your dad put this on. And secondly, I got to give a shout out to Corey there for helping me. Once I got up there, he didn't have to stay up to pull me to second. So thank him for that. And congrats on his win. Apparently he used to watch all of our races a year ago, and now he's racing with us, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, very good. Good racing all together, Marcus. Congratulations, and we'll see you soon.
Yep, see ya.
Marcus finishing in the second position. And let's go up here to victory lane. This man's going to be, I'm sure, pretty excited as I bring him down here. Corey Wharton, a victory for you in Daytona.
I don't even know what to say, to be perfectly honest. I am just sitting here stupefied, happy as all sorts of ridiculous, and I gotta say massive shout outs to Mr. I think he has 53, if I remember correctly, 53 wins, Marcus Richardson, for the massive push. I came from way in the back. I thought I had damage in that last wreck, and he got behind me, and I was like, okay, well, I'll just do my dragging the brake stuff, whatever. And all of a sudden I'm there looking on the inside, and I see that I'm passing trucks. So thank you to him. If it wasn't for him, neither of the two of us probably would have been up there. So massive props to him, and massive props to Revolution Motorsports. They're the team that we work open sets almost all the time. Chevrolet for putting me in a Silverado. The Grand Old American Flag because I'm Canadian and I'm here racing in States. So thank you for you guys letting me come over across the border to run around with you guys. And thank you to USRC. I just tweet out anything that I be doing anytime the races are going on. Make sure you guys check out USRC online because more of that kind of craziness in terms of the races are going to be popping up, and it looks like it's going to be a very interesting season. So just massively thankful. I got my phone going off in the background, and I'm just stupeful happy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, somebody quote that right there. Stupeful happy. Never heard that before. But, hey, I look at it like this. We had to let Gable race, so we got to let you come down from Canada, too. So it's all good, and great racing on your end. And you mentioned your shout-outs, but just talk about the racing in general. I know you were in the front most of the time. You had to work your way through the pack. Marcus got there behind you as you were about mid-pack and pushed you up to the front. How was the passing?
The passing is interesting here at Daytona. Ever since they did the update and brought these trucks in, they changed the draft model where it's back to the standard kind of tandem racing, but the old standard where you have to be dragging the brake, you got to be 90% in the mirror, 10% out the windshield, and you got to make sure that you don't lose your partner. And coming through the pack, what I was finding was a lot of the guys didn't really know how to do that. They didn't really know how to manage dragging the brake or running at 90% throttle like I was hearing some of the guys doing. So you were able to make passes based on other people's inexperience. It wasn't that, the package itself was making for exciting racing. It was more of the guys who with experience in this kind of draft package, or the guys who have kind of figured it out a little bit better than somebody else. They're the ones who are going to have the advantage, and they're the ones who ended up finishing up front. And when Marcus got behind me, as I said, I had pulled out, and I was saying it almost under every single yellow. I got a teammate in the race, and I could never get to find him. And, I'm new to the league, and I started up front at one point, and I was the only truck up on the outside after pushing, I think, one truck to the lead, and then everyone else just literally carted to the bottom. And I was like, well, all right, I guess I'll drop back to 19. But, yeah, it was interesting. And talking to some of the guys up there, they're all sitting there kind of stupefied that, 3 starts and the kid's got to win, and all 3 were top 5s. Like, they're kind of sitting there, kind of scratching their heads. And they're telling me they're all coming for me now because it's, I'm setting expectations a little bit too high for myself. And, the competition in this league is way too tight to be resting on your morals. So just overall, when it comes to running the races here and running the race here tonight, it's all based on experience and being able to get that little bit of an edge over the next guy to be able to pull off with a win or pull off a top 5 or even finish it in the top 10.
Well, you can go into your phone now, and I'm going to say this quietly since Pops is at work. I can get away with this now. You have more wins than he does already, so congratulations.
Well, thank you so much, Chris. Thank you for the broadcast. Everybody who's watching, as I said, this is something else, and I can't party too much because you got stuff to do in the morning. Everyone's got to work. and we got to go back to the shop and make sure the truck's all good for next week. And we got the car for Thursday, so everyone make sure you tune in Thursday. But we're gonna celebrate the win. We're gonna make sure to post it up on social media. And thank you so much, Chris. It was awesome. It was awesome.
There you go, Corey Wharton, your winner at Daytona. Congratulations to him, and we will go pick our $5 winner now, as a matter of fact. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this up right on the screen, actually. You will see a website pop up here in about 2 seconds here. It's a website that actually a friend of mine, Mr. Rick Donathan, actually showed me, and this is what we're going to use throughout the season to pick our $5 winner. The first thing I have to do is go see how many people finish this race when it's all over with, and it appears we had 23 trucks on the track at the finish of this race. So 23 trucks. So I'm going to go put the number in of 23. Let's bring the stream up for you, and let's see who's going to win $5 cash from Darren Moyer. So there you go. There's the 1. There's 23. Here we go. The number 7 is our winner. 7th place finisher tonight, Mr. Fish, David Fish. Congratulations to Fish. He is the winner of $5 from Darren Moyer. I'm sure that's going to make Fish happy. So, David Fish, your winner of the $5 from Darren Moyer. Thank you, Darren Moyer, for putting that money up. And we will go from there. So, congratulations to all the drivers who came out and raced. We appreciate it. I'm going to go talk with the drivers now and share some notes and get some of their thoughts. And we'll be back on tomorrow, or Thursday. I'm going to go celebrate getting older tomorrow. But then Thursday we're back on from Daytona in the JT or the Xfinity Series presented by JTT. Until then, congratulations, Corey Wharton, on the win. Thank you, viewers, for watching. Thanks for being patient with the stream and stuff. And we'll see you back Thursday. Enjoy, guys.